A long, long time ago, when the universe was in gross darkness, one could taste the darkness that clogged up the esophagus. The human race did not know our present day and night. It was thick blackness that fell upon the face of people like an iron casted upon their forehead. Life was unbearable and mysterious. Bizarre things happened day in and day out. The misery of the human race was second to none. The eyes were of no use because people couldn't see their way around. Wild animals would brawl into the community and discharge endless havoc. It was the age of darkness and catastrophe. The living condition of the human race was deplorable, sad and unpleasant. There was nothing anybody could do to remedy the predicament. Life was hard to cope with, and getting by was by chance. The human race cried and prayed for the one thing that will make life better. Their prayers were heeded by the Supreme Master and Maker of the universe. The Supreme Master called a cosmic meeting of the galaxy and solar energy to meet and talk about how to cure the disease called darkness, which has been tormenting mankind for centuries. The cosmic beings all came out in their numbers. None was missing from the assembly. They were all in attendance except for the sun, who had slept off late because he was exhausted from a function he had performed earlier in the day. The Supreme Maker began his speech by welcoming all the cosmic beings for gracing the occasion with their presence, and went on to say why he had demanded an audience with all of them. The Supreme Maker recited the woe bewailed in mankind and the need to salvage the condition. And the only thing that can bring a remedy was love, which encompassed giving. He told the cosmic beings that only the sacrifice of love can make it happen. The scorching of fire will be needed to make this possible. At the mention of fire, all the cosmic beings declined to be the one to be set ablaze just to shine the earth for mankind to see the way around. The planets all gave flimsy excuses to avoid sacrificing themselves. The Supreme Maker sensed none of the ones present was willing to offer the sacrifice of love by giving itself to humanity. As the argument was going nowhere, the sun woke up and remembered he was supposed to be in the meeting. He quickly rushed to the meeting point. On arrival, he heard everyone murmuring and complaining. He then pleaded with the Supreme Maker and apologized for coming late. The Supreme Maker accepted his apology and informed him of the pending demand. The son heard all that was asked of it, but kept quiet for what seems like forever. He thought about the situation and weighed the matter in his mind. He felt pity for humanity, and compassion stirred up inside him. He then agreed to be set on fire just he can shine the earth. He agreed to give himself to the cause of the human race. Then the son promised never to be late from shining the earth, as he will avail himself every day for the duty. The Supreme Maker failed for the son and said he will set him on fire for 12 hours and let darkness come for another 12 hours until the sun has rested to get born again. On hearing this, the moon and stars agreed that they will glow at the period when the sun was resting, which became night, and when the sun was set ablaze to shine the earth was known as day. Until this day, the sun has never refused to sacrifice himself to shine on the human race. The nature of love is giving, sharing and sacrificing for the good of one another. There is no greater sacrifice than love of the Son displayed on humanity.